I mean,
This is about to be content.
this does not sound like a fun matchup for Yasuo at all.
I am so glad you're taking the play-by-play on this one. My God, this is about to be the biggest fiesta
This is
we
a
have ever
draft.
seen.
This is someone's skin. What do I go? The
Star
Cosmic.
Guardian, always Star Guardian, always Star Guardian.
Okay, that's the most that answers the question. I was gonna say the Cosmic one.
I get to look at the game. It looks beautiful.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
And it's a standard 5-point defense coming through from both teams to get us kicked off here.
Cargilly letting us all know that, wishing the enemy team luck, and I mean, this is just a
Little bit of poke.
bit of a mana flow band proc for Granny.
25 mana advantage. Game is basically already over.
I like that they've put it in their names.
Mm.
You know, it's when you see that you're like, oh, this is Granny of best in slot.
Yeah, this is the Granny.
Yeah.
The best Granny in all of the slots. I don't know where this energy is coming from. I have no idea. We're just going with it. I don't know whether Granny will come to regret not having the cleanse though into a Leona.
Yeah, I mean, what I can tell you is that I imagine Varus does very, very well into this lane because of the huge range advantage. Typically, Aphelios wants people to be lower range running into him.
Yeah.
I like when people pick champs that I play or have played a lot of, because I actually I can actually make claims that aren't just complete waffle.
Complete, complete. Just, I hope I'm not saying something wrong here, and there's a main of this champion in the chat that's
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
go, well, actually, just refute everything I'm trying to tell them. Oh dear. Well, Wibbly very much having the advantage in the mid lane, hitting the early level 2 and making Kebab Consumer pay. CJ going to be looking to keep his AD carry topped up with those gleaming quills in the bot lane.
Ooh, you know your abilities, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually, Mordekaiser is a champ that I think is underutilized into like typical weak side top laners such as Tahm Kench. Because you know he really is able to like beat them down if he can like get in range and stay in range. I think at least as far as like some tanks are concerned, I know Ornn in particular, majority of games wants to rush a hard magic resist item just to be able to deal with the Mordekaiser. I remember my Ornn Bible macro used to recommend not Athene's, Anathemas.
Yeah.
First item into it.
Yeah, just because of the Aurora map health it gave you.
Yeah.
Nice dodge on the knockup.
Mordekaiser is a champ that it's been a little while since he's had a good period of time. I think I haven't seen a very long time. I know a lot of people when they removed QSS in his ultimate thought he was going to turn into this all-knowing god being, but he didn't really. I still his pick rate barely changed.
I feel like Mordekaiser just can't stick to his targets well enough. I feel like that's the big issue with the champion.
Yeah, even with Ryle's in the game, it's just. I mean, he still has games. Even like you could argue like this one where, you know, like the enemy is very short range.
Yeah, but I still think, you know, with the Chain of Corruption, with the knockups from the Rakan, with the Cyclone coming through from Wibbly, there is every chance that Ares just gets stunlocked in these team fights.
Yeah. Chop
We're
for a mid lane
here in the
gank
mid lane, yeah.
Kebab Consumer does not have that E available on the Wukong. Gonna use it through the Lilian, flash away. The flash W missed from Chop, and the Q. Just enough damage to take that first blood.
Crushing blow to the back of Kebab Consumer's head. Wibbly taking the
so
early
funny.
advantage. It really is.
I love Wukong Q so much.
It's just the extendo pole, just bonk.
mean,
Back to the
Ares
pub.
keeping this wave in a fairly unfavorable position. Obviously, the way Mordekaiser trades with the E and the Q, the minion waves just tend to tank a lot of damage. Vecla
Yeah,
running
not
into a little bit of
that
no man's
high.
land. No mana available for
Rakan.
Granny Spanner though. Gonna find nothing more than a short trade.
Yeah, well traded back by Oswald, stepping up there, protecting his support and kind of forcing Granny away from the play there. And now Root connects.
He's gonna go in. This is huge damage coming out from the Aphelios. Granny has to flash away. And that's just a flash burnt for nothing. For Chrono
Yeah,
Break.
Infernum really doing
Yeah.
a number with CJ and Granny stacked up on top of each other.
Yeah.
The Inferno Break going down as well. And Chrono Break, other than the first blood in the mid lane, having a pretty solid early game so far.
Both side lanes going very well.
But
paired with
Chop.
them. I do say that though. Chop, you cannot walk up here. That is a level 6 Mordekaiser.
Yeah, Ares has the plane tickets to Brazil ready. Just needs to hand them out to a willing participant, or unwilling, I guess.
A participant that is within the same
Yeah.
postcode.
Yeah, exactly. And Chop realizing that and not got enough holiday left, I guess, can't take the time off work.
Yeah, Robbie choosing to take down the jungle camps as opposed to a potential dive on the bot lane turret.
Grubs picked up for Biss as well.
And Bilbo, despite the mounting pressure from the Wukong with that lead, he's staying fairly comfortable where he is.
But yeah, I feel like I
Cargilly is here, but so is Chop. It's going to be a big skirmish.
Nice cyclone.
Wukong using that ulti.
Oh.
Kebabkins are going to go in with an ult of his own. Wibbly absolutely going to fall here. CJ here to try and pick up the pieces. Kebabkins might have bitten off a little bit more than he can chew. Does still have some minions he's able to dash back to. The tornado going to be enough to ward off Chop from re-engaging, and all of a sudden Bilbo about even now with the Wukong.
Yeah, it's unfortunate the kill went over to the Zac, not the Yasuo. I think Bilbo will be able to do a little bit more with that kill than Cargilly will. But a kill is a kill, it's a little bit of pressure. The CS lead starts to grow, and Bilbo going to get a free back here.
God, that damage at this point in the game to a Leona is crazy.
And it's only going to get worse as he buys lethality.
My God.
Look, you were talking about wind wall value in the loading screen. I guess with Granny going lethality, the wind wall's not bad here to block a couple of arrows.
I think it's Avara Sword is the big one. I guess you're kind of exclusively holding it for that.
Yeah, because what else are you blocking realistically? There's a projectile,
The
like
Kench Tongue.
yeah, Kench Tongue or Lilia Bowling Ball.
Or the Rakan Q, of course.
Oh, true. Yeah,
You've
true.
an
Don't
opponent.
wanna let him.
Yeah, he's ignited on 1 HP. He's ticking down.
Yeah, you don't want to let Rakan heal his teammates for 7 health each. But no, looking really even so far. Drake and Grub's trade is 300 gold is roughly the difference. And we're not going to see, in my opinion, we're not going to see the two best solos in this game. No Infernal, no Hextech.
And Bilbo is really winning out on these mid lane trades now after that return kill. And Chop is here for this gang. Granny's not going to die quick enough. Eventually, with the ult, he's going to fall, but Lilia is going to be the recipient of the rest of the spoils of war from this bot lane.
Two... Oh, CJ.
And CJ catches out both Kebab Consumer and Granny, or Cargilly, excuse me. But he's just going to get away with his life.
Wait, no way that's actually how that... Apparently, and this is according to Twitch chat, so...
I'll see.
Wait for your
yeah,
opinion.
I'm reading. That's a funny interaction. I've always thought...
I really hope we get to see that interaction.
I've always thought
that sounds hilarious.
Yeah, I've always thought dash ability should if you used it into a wind wall, the champion just disappears and is just no longer playable for the rest of the game.
No, the champion just like insta dies.
Yeah. like the firewall that the wizard monkey has in BTD.
Oh yeah, I was really confused where you were going with that. But yes, that makes complete sense.
Talking about wizard monkeys on UNL stream.
God, is that what we've come to? We're talking about Bloons tower defense to fill.
That's 5 KP at 10 minutes. Don't worry about it.
I mean, Bloons tower defense does go. If we're being honest. But
I think that is a Rylai's Crystal Scepter first. Oh. Wibbly. Oh my god, that damage is crazy.
ouch. I guess this is the point where the lane starts to come towards the Wukong then.
Yeah,
if
I mean,
one
the
Q is doing that
Eclipse
much damage.
Yeah, the Eclipse is just so much damage.
And yet the Rylai is coming through, as you mentioned.
Balloons
For
TD
Ares.
is BTD. Yeah, BTD is good. I think it's been a while since I played up there.
It's so much fun.
Cargilly
I've played it
over the
lately,
wall.
yeah.
Bilbo opting not to use the Yasuo ulti on this. Cargilly does still have that passive available. He's going to use it on the elastic slingshot. But it's so much damage from the Cyclone. They're both going to fall. The burn just enough to take him down. And Cargilly, the Zac passive is not going to be enough. And now Lilia and Wukong in this game are really, really strong.
Yeah, best in slot looking like they're going to want to stamp their authority and start taking over this game. Going to opt for the dragon, not allowing Chrono Break any chance to get some stacking going. 3 grubs waiting for them on the top side as well.
Just a bit of a case of League of Items. The Eclipse and the Leandris both finished.
Yeah. Yeah, against just components on the other side.
Yeah. CB now though. Falling behind a little bit in gold.
Yeah, the one member of Chrono Break that's probably had the most enjoyable early game has probably got to be Ares helping the top lane though. We haven't really talked much about the top lane, and that is because it's basically like, you know when you have like training montages in movies, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like the main character hitting a punching bag.
Oh, as we say
Basically
that,
what Ares is doing.
the Mordekaiser ulti coming out. Shadeless, I don't think has enough to survive this. The Mordekaiser passive working through that Kench ulti.
Yeah, just beating up a punching bag as Wibbly spotted here by Cargilly. Ares is recalling though. Ares is resetting, so it would only be a 2v2. An item advantage is still in the favour of this. So Chrono Break actually just going to let this one go. Wisely, I think, as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really that much split push throughout on this team, apart from maybe the Wukong, but I think even then, not so much.
I think the Wukong is going to be a pain on the late game.
He is that's a very strong monkey.
Yeah, 6 grubs as well. I mean, I know we mentioned there isn't massive split plus Solar Flare Flash away.
It was a flash for flash. That's what we're going to call.
Okay,
that's what we're going to call that.
So I mentioned Granny not having cleanse earlier. Like, if you have cleanse there, you just insta cleanse the Leona ult and walk away, no?
Yeah.
And you don't have to burn the flash. Like,
Kebab Consumer is caught out again. So much damage from the Wukong.
My word.
And Bilbo is well and truly out of this game.
It's fine. He's just scaling for the 0-10 power spike.
Oswald trying to find a way to get to this Varus. Cargilly just jumping straight on top of Wibbly. Lilia makes her presence known in top lane. She's going to use that ulti, but I don't think they have the damage for off the Mordekaiser. Cargilly going to fall in mid lane, but he's going to return the kill. It's a big shutdown for him. Ares, in the end, does get away with his life. I didn't think that dive would work at all. But I mean, overall, it's still very, very in favor of best in slot. This gold lead, 6 scrubs, a Drake each. That is a finished IE on Aphelios, however.
Yeah, it is. But can he get in range
and
of
Ares
Varus?
flashes forward inside that Death Realm. And now this Mordekaiser might be your way into this game.
Yeah, this is where the Mordekaiser starts to become a problem. 2 and 0, Ryla is completed. It makes it that little bit easier for him to stick to targets as Chop now potentially caught. No, fine, never mind.
I mean, if Mordekaiser can withstand this initial burst from the Wukong, Varus, etc., could be a really, really big problem to deal with later on in the game.
It also kind of hinges on how well he's able to avoid a lot of this CC and slowing. Like, he's already got the Merc Treads, so
Yeah.
the effectiveness of that crowd control going to be reduced. But
Wait,
glimmers of hope.
did Chop forget to pick up the?
No, he didn't finish it. I don't think.
Wait, did it get? Oh, he didn't
He got
finish
pushed
it.
off it.
And then
He got pushed off it.
yeah, I see. Sorry, I zoned out for a minute apparently.
Yeah, no, he got pushed off it. That's where he almost got caught.
Yeah.
Because he was doing Herald, he got pushed off it, and then Cargill came in and finished off.
See, I don't think this is a dive really. We pan back to top lane. Thank you, camera. And the swiftness is going to come in. The Varus ulti as well. It's going to be an absolute massacre in bot lane. Bekla somehow still alive. Kebab with the TP. This play could be turned for Chrono Break. Picks up the first kill onto Granny Spanner. Best in slot. Find themselves in a world of hurt. The teleport comes down from Ares as well. Bilbo with the double kill. Chop is next on the chopping block. Wibbly and Chop running for their lives. Kebab can see we're not quite able to survive, and they're going to return one kill.
It was all so close to going so wrong for both teams.
I think that was a 3 for 2 or a 4 for 2.
Yeah,
maybe?
Biss just escaping with a 3 for 2.
Yeah, it's wow. That was.
And they're
really
lucky
close fight.
to escape with a 3 for 2. But they are going to get the top lane tower thanks to those 6 void drops as well.
God, you leave top lane for 1 second, and this is what happens.
Yep. Yep. Welcome to 6 void drops, baby.
Cargilly.
Ocean Drake will be the trade.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna go down with this so easily though. Oswald could be
God.
caught out here. A lot of damage from this lethality Varus.
Yeah, Wibbly in the area as well. No teleport for the Tom Kench. So it is a 4v5.
Cargilly.
He's
He's still sitting on that Drake, but they're not going to let it go down without a fight at all. The Mordekaiser passive does get procced. Wibbly is stuck in the Death Realm, but is he winning it? CJ is going to try and go in with a big knockup. Cargilly is so weak, and he's going to be the first one to fall. Taken down by Wibbly. It's a huge cyclone. It's a massive knockup from CJ. This fight is insane, but Granny Spanner and Chop are both on full HP.
Finds another, there's no smite.
For the second time this game, a fight that was won by the skin of their teeth.
Biss managed to turn a 4v5 into a 4-for-1 fight, all the while shadeless. It picks up another tower in the top lane. That's 2 towers worth of gold in the back pocket for the Tom Kench.
And now this game is going to start to feel
exploded.
a lot. Yeah, this game's going to start to feel a lot less even now.
The gold lead absolutely exploding off that play.
Wasn't able to take down the Wukong in time. As soon as he got out of the Death Realm, huge cyclone, then a 4-man knockup I think that was as well from CJ on the Rakan.
It was definitely 3. It might well have been 4.
Yeah.
No, really, really well executed on the side of Biss. And now everything goes quiet.
As
and now we just now we just go back to clearing waves, picking up a couple of jungle camps.
Yeah, I think it would
before
take
the next objective.
I think it would take a pretty monumental throw for best in slot to lose this, but
I don't know. Caster curses have happened from better positions, from teams being in better positions. I am very surprised that Biss haven't sent the Tahm Kench into the bot lane though. Although I guess Wibbly does have TP as well, so it's kind of fine.
Kargili escaping with his life. But Chop has back. He cancelled the auto attack on the blast cone. And Oswald, he's going to get caught by the Lily Asleep as well. Backless so far, the only victim. Chop is having a great game as well.
Yeah.
Him and Wibbly really 2v5 in this
I did see Dakrek at the start of this game mention that if the Lilia didn't snowball, Biss had very limited damage, and the Lilia has done exactly that. 5-0 and 7 for Chop, taking this game by the scruff of the neck. And
once more, they can see him in there.
Yeah.
Death Realm is available,
and
but
they
I don't think they have the damage. With all 4 of them, they definitely have the damage, but turning to a bit more of a low state for the time being.
Yeah, and I feel like now it's almost becoming a case of when do Biss want to start doing this Baron. And my best guess is probably when that Scuttle Crab runs out. Because then there will be no vision in that Baron area for Chrono Break, and it will just become increasingly difficult for them to walk through the fog of war. Kebab Consumer going to look for something, does find the knockup.
I think this is most likely a dead Shadeless CJ, or Kargili, excuse me, trying to find Lilia, but can't with either the E or the Q. Going to go in with an ulti of his own, but Lilia is just going to thrive in this fight. She does get caught, but the Kench ulti is enough to save her. Kebab Consumer falling so low. I think he's just going to have the damage. The TP coming down from Wibbly, and I think this is going to mean the end for CB. It's a huge flash into Cyclone. Ares is going to pull him back into the Death Realm, but I don't think it's going to matter very much. That's so much damage to this Mordekaiser, though. It might be enough. It is. But the Lilia ulti somehow is still up, and he's going to fall. All the while, CJ and Granny taking the base from mid lane, and BIS setting their sights on the Baron next.
Yeah, another absolutely dominant fight coming in for best in slot. This Lilia, this Wukong, have just been able to scale too far ahead. 3 items now for Wibbly. I imagine it will be 3 items for Chop as well when he goes back to base. At 23 minutes, that is a significant chunk of change to have in the back pockets. Baron going to be secured here as well, and it feels like only a matter of time before Biss manage to push this one all the way through.
Not quite enough to complete the Zonias, but
at that point, it's basically 3 items.
Yeah. It's I mean, Kargili again setting his sights on the Drake, but
are they even going to be able to take
He might be able to steal if they don't get some vision down. Oh, Wibbly's going to face check it. And he's going to get caught, but I think he's a little bit too tanky to die.
It's just the Zac and Leona hitting him. He takes no damage.
Kargili is going to be the first to fall. It's a huge engage from CJ. It's absolutely massive, and BIS are going to roll this fight over. Oswald.
Oh, mad.
The Infernum ulti, not enough to get anything done.
And CJ leading the charge here, trying to pick up any further scraps, but Oswald and Bilbo are gonna limp themselves away. As Wibbly now though finds them in the base.
Oh, Kebab Consumer is gonna get caught by that Kench W, and Oswald, the last man standing, as they look to take down this Nexus. And
that is a convincing win if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I mean it was on a knife's edge for a lot of the game, but ultimately it is best in slot taking the win home.
Yeah, very impressive performance